Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Paranormal News. Today's article comes from Zaluan, and the headline is The Rhodope Skull, Evidence for the Existence of Aliens on Earth. It was published September 27th, 2021. There are many reasons why the scientific community refuses to admit the existence of extraterrestrial beings on Earth. But the one that is invoked the most is the absence of bodies or physical remains. However, this reason often creates a no-win situation, because almost all evidence is either dismissed as hoaxes, even when they are not, or simply vanish before they can be studied. Such is the case of the Rhodope alien skull, a fascinating relic, the likes of which have never been seen before. This skull was found in the Rhodope Mountains in Bulgaria by a man from Plovdiv, a city located 90 miles or 150 kilometers southeast of the capital city of Sofia. The man, who chose to remain anonymous, discovered the skull buried alongside a small, elliptical metal object. His interesting story began after having a dream in which 5 humanoids wearing yellow metallic clothes directed him to a spot in the Rhodope Mountains, near the border between Bulgaria and Greece. On the 21st of May, 2001, he headed to the spot the strangers had indicated, and surely enough, the skull was there. His finding generated a lot of excitement and controversy, and many ufologists considered it evidence for the existence of aliens and their presence on Earth. He initially presented his find to a narrow circle of people interested in the paranormal, but the skull did not remain secret for long. The skull was examined by archaeologist Katya Malamet of the Bulgarian Academy of Sciences, and by Professor Dimitar Kovachev, the director of the Paleontology Museum in Azanovgrad. Both of them have said they have never seen anything like it before. The skull is as small as a human baby's, but its bone structure is lighter and thinner, and it weighs only 250 grams, or 8.8 ounces. It has 6 cavities that researchers think belong to the alien's sensory organs. When alive, this being possessed 6 eyes, or perhaps other completely unknown organs. Interestingly, it has no mouth hole, where we would expect to find one. Professor Kovachev is positive it is not a fossil, and does not resemble any hominoid skull known to science. We couldn't find any analogy or correlation with anything from the past 30 million years, Kovachev said. Skeptics believe the skull belongs to a still unidentified animal species, although its features do not resemble those of any other animal. There are several interesting theories about the Rhodope skull. Renowned Bulgarian psychic Kubrat Tamov believes it belonged to a genetically engineered being created by the Atlanteans. According to him, the skull represents the remains of a failed experiment that occurred thousands of years ago in that area. Another theory states this is likely the remains of a hastily buried alien, killed by soldiers operating in the area during World War II. The Bulgarian villager who found the skull said that he had been made several generous offers to sell it. Unfortunately, the skull disappeared before scientists had the chance to perform DNA analysis and carbon dating. Whoever the owner is today, he obviously doesn't want to share his possession with the rest of humanity, even though it could be evidence for the existence of aliens. And that is the end of the article. Now, in this article, they included a photograph that was taken of the actual skull. So that photograph is on the screen right now. And you can see on the top section, by that top ridge, the 6 holes that they're saying most likely were eye holes. It's an amazing, amazing photograph. It definitely doesn't resemble anything I've ever seen before, but I am not a paleontologist or an expert in fossils or the remains of animals. But all the experts in the field that have examined the skull said that it doesn't match anything they've ever seen. So here we have actual physical evidence of something. It's either an alien species or some undiscovered, unknown animal species that is native to the planet Earth. Either way, very, very amazing find. Very cool. I wish that they still had the skull. I don't know what happened to it. Probably, they said in the article that they had several offers to sell the skull. And apparently the guy must have turned the offers down. And my guess would be that one of those people who made those offers really, really wanted the skull. So when the guy wouldn't sell it, they stole it or paid somebody to steal it. That would be my guess. So most likely it's sitting in a private collection somewhere. And number one suspects would be anybody who actually made an offer on that skull. That's where I would start looking. So anyway, let me know what you guys think down in the comments section. Do you think that this is an alien skull? Or do you think that this is the skull of some unknown species of animal on Earth? As always, it's up to you to make up your own mind, and I will catch you on the next one. Until I speak to you again, love many, trust few, and do harm to none. God loves you, and so do I. Bye-bye.